What's up, everybody? It's that BS guy. Sorry I've been away for a little bit. I have not been feeling the greatest, and there's been a lot of life events happening this week. In fact, my place is a little messy right now. I have my great grandfather staying with me while he's transitioning housing and all that fun stuff. So, suffice it to say, and I'm going to talk. This video is going to be a little bit more in depth besides just a normal update video. And it's going to contain 2 weeks worth of information, roughly, since I will be gone for Labor Day weekend starting tomorrow. So, got a lot of things to cover, not a lot of time to do it in. So, let me get to the stats, the updates first. So, first and foremost, I had my pre-surgery weight. With my highest weight that I was 378 pounds. Yep, big. And my surgery weight was 363 pounds. I had my surgery at Mi Doctor Hospital in Tijuana, Mexico, through the service called Mexico Bariatric Center. And if you want to know anything about that, I've made plenty of videos, so just search for one of my videos, or there should be a link somewhere around that should give you that. But it was a good times. And now I am, according to the scale, 258 pounds. So I'm in the 250s. I'm not going to do the math on top of my head how much that is lost so far. I will post down in the description once I do the math how much that is, but I at least know that's like 115, 16, 17 pounds ish so far down. And shirts and stuff are now starting to fit even looser. I'm not quite a large. I'm also not quite an XL in some really smaller sizes of shirts. But I am definitely an XL in most things now. So, and even a loose XL in some cases. So I'm pretty ecstatic about that. But let's talk about sickness for a second. How cough syrup has affected me. So traditionally, so first of all, I haven't been actually sick with like a head cold or anything since my surgery until this last week. And let me just tell you, like, I didn't know how my body would react to the same medicine that I would normally take. So when I have a tradition, whenever I get like head cold or flu or something like that, I go straight down to the pharmacy and I pick out whatever the generic version of NyQuil or DayQuil severe, not the regular, but the severe kind, because that stuff actually works. And so I picked that out and I took a swig of it, and it just, like, I don't know if it's the drugs or the fact that I haven't been eating as much, because I kind of lost my appetite even more so during this sickness. I've just been feeling like really lightheaded and weak all week, and I don't know what the deal was with that. And but it didn't. I mean, the medicine actually went down fine and stayed down, but I mean, like, it just, I don't know, like there was just something off about the whole experience that I still can't put my finger on. It might have just been me not eating, feeling that weak, but I mean, honestly, like I really didn't feel that good. And I would take a swig of NyQuil at night just to make sure that I felt okay and could sleep and didn't have to worry about it, and didn't have to worry about the breathing part and all that fun stuff. And I'm at the tail end of it. I feel myself definitely getting better. I'm not 100% out of the woods yet. And that's primarily why I didn't record last weekend. I just uploaded a previously made video that I had done. So I apologize for not having that there. But I will say this, that there was one moment in the evening where I had like a protein bar about, I want to say 20 minutes after I took a swig of cough syrup, and I had that like weird, like, when you're about to throw up, like your mouth just starts to kind of water, and you're like, yeah. It's like, so I actually like had to legitimately stand up, go into the bathroom, and wait for me to throw up, and I didn't. because I just kind of did this deep breathing, exercises that I like to do, but because I hate throwing up, I just hate it. Not to mention, I didn't want my stomach convulsing. I didn't want any kind of like risk for tearing anything or anything like that, because I'm only like 7 or 8 months past my time, or not even that. Like I think I'm only like 6.5 months past my surgery date in April, and so it's there's you can still tear stuff, and I got to be very careful. So throwing up, probably not a good idea. So well, that was really interesting because I had eaten plenty of those bars before, and like just all of a sudden, like maybe 5 minutes after I ate one, it's just like feeling all crappy. So I don't know if it was the NyQuil or Dayquil, or if it was a combination of everything, but I'm just like, ugh, no good, no bueno. So there's that. On top of that, I do have a few updates just life-wise. Like we're going strong as far as the weight loss is concerned. I'm getting a lot of comments, unsolicited comments. I can now fit into size 36 jeans, which is super duper. In fact, I think some of those jeans are now a little bit loose now. My size 38 jeans and size 38 work pants are really loose on me now, and I really don't feel like going and buying more pairs of stuff until I'm down to like maybe 34. I think I haven't plateaued yet, knock on wood, but it could happen. But I mean, as long as we're keeping with the trend and keeping ourselves healthy, I think that's really what it comes down to. So I am being very, very consistent with my protein. I drink maybe 2, maybe 3 of these a day. And I'm also doing the protein kind bars as well, and my bariatric fusion ADEC made for duodenal switch patients, vitamins, 4 of those a day. So honestly, all things combined, all things considered, I think I'm setting myself up for a pretty successful run here. The goal weight, I don't think I've ever talked about my goal weight. Originally it was 215. I know based upon my height, which is right around 6 foot, give or take like a quarter of an inch either direction, to be honest with you, depending. I can be like, I wouldn't be in my normal weight range until I was like almost like 175, 185, and honestly for my frame, like that's just not gonna look good. That's not a good look for me. I've never been that small honestly since I was like in middle school, maybe. I mean, I've always been running big all the time. And so with that being said, I'm just going to keep on carrying on. I will say that there's a couple things that as far as like stomach management that I just want to make sure to bring out to you guys as far as my experience over this. When you get sick, I think that my experience thus far has been you really feel it more, because I don't think you have like the fuel to really fight off stuff. I would get sick before, like really hard, really fast, and then get better really fast right after that. Now it's just kind of like a slow burn. Like you're just kind of like constantly sick for a little bit longer of time. And that's new for me. I'm not used to that. But now that I kind of stopped and thought about it, it's like, that's how all my skinny friends were complaining about being sick all in the past, is just like sick for a long time, never actually truly getting better. So maybe that's happening to me now. I don't know. I just know that don't like being sick, don't like that feeling at all. But hey, we're here. We're it's a learning experience. We're trying new things. One last thing about eating. I can eat a lot more diverse foods, but honestly, like I'm still not craving a lot of food. I mean, I can eat like just a little bit of stuff, but nothing severe, nothing crazy that really will satiate. Like, well, I mean, I'm satiated. Like, I honestly like for example, I can go to like Panda Express and get like a panda bowl with one item, like a chow mein and like orange chicken, for example, and I'll eat maybe a quarter of it, and I'll be done, completely done. So just be mindful of where you spend your money, because you're going to be burning some money if you're used to eating out and things of that nature. I mean, I will say this: you can eat poorly. You could constantly eat poorly if you really wanted to, and still technically lose weight with this surgery. But I do not recommend it. You're not going to get your health benefits, and it's also going to make you feel like crap. Fried food just doesn't taste good. Oh, this also reminds me. I was designated driver because I still wasn't feeling good and I didn't want to drink on Monday of this last week, and I went to my local pub, and they're like, "Oh, let's make you a free drink because you're being responsible," and they gave me like this lemonade. I didn't really think too much of it. I thought it might have a little bit of sugar in it, but like this thing, I don't know if it was as sugary as I thought it was, but like I could, like, out of the entire glass, I drank probably like this much of it, because that much of it made me feel like ass, like hard. Like I felt so awful, like just feeling so weird. It was because I really don't intake a lot of sugar anymore, and so having that much sugar in such a small amount, oh my gosh, like I could feel it. I could straight up feel it. So if you're trying to do this surgery, or if you're post-surgery or whatever, and you're not seeing success, or if you're like, why is this guy losing so much weight? Let me tell you one thing that's really important. Don't drink or eat sugar. Find sugar alternatives. So like, for example, I have some sweeteners that I purchased off of Amazon. It's stevia, or stevia, however you want to pronounce it, with monk fruit. Tastes really, really good. No calories. It's a natural sweetener. Works wonders on it. A good sugar substitute. But all the other stuff that you drink, make sure it doesn't have any sugar in it. Like, straight up. Things you eat, try and avoid the sugar. It's okay to have fat. It's okay to have protein. It's okay to have some carbs, but not simple carbohydrates. So stay away from like the candies and the chocolate and all that kind of stuff. Peanut butter is actually okay. Believe it or not, that's actually a good type of fat. Cashews, things of that nature, avocado, those are good fats. Like, eat away, do your thing. But those sugary fats, not good. So, that's my last piece of advice. I want to say thank you so much for all of you keeping with my channel. I really appreciate it. I'll be back doing this more once I'm 100%. I'm still in the recovery mode and trying to do my thing here, but just want to make sure that I still care, still love you all. A couple videos that I'm going to be making in the future. I'm going to be making duodenal switch or post-bariatric surgery tips for men, round 2, because I know there's some more stuff I need to talk about now. And then lastly, I'm going to bring on a friend, and she's going to talk about her experience with both vertical sleeve gastrectomy and body contouring after the fact. So that'll be a good one for a lot of my women viewers out there who might be thinking, like, how does it impact, I know I come from a very male-centric view on some of these topics, but it's good to have some diversity when it comes down to. So I'm arranging a time where she can come onto the channel and kind of share her experience with all of you as well. So anyways, thanks once again. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please feel free to like or subscribe. And it really helps out the channel. I think we're at like 116 subscribers now. We're on our way to 1,000. Like that'll ever happen, who knows? And then last and surely not least, for those of you who might not have insurance or are interested in getting a price break on a bariatric surgery, and if you want to use the same service I went through, because of the YouTube channel, they have a partnership with me, and there is a landing page down below, www.mexicobariatriccenter.com/thatbsguy, and you can get some money off of your bariatric surgery. Simple as that. All right, thanks guys. I really appreciate you showing up today, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.